All right, so are we back? Are we back? I lost y'all for a second. Much better. Okay, so I don't know what that was about. So, take two. This is. I deleted the other broadcast, so let me just get an intro for the people who are watching the replay. I'm TJ Mercer, and I'm the Chief Maverick of the Media Mavericks Academy, where I teach authors, experts, coaches, and entrepreneurs how to book themselves on TV. Yes, we can hear you. Oh, that's so sweet. And so know that once you pop into my scopes, you are subject to finding me in any situation. Mostly not. No, you're subject to my shenanigans. We'll say that. And today, so I got to get my hair done. And so that's why the media tip is coming while I am getting my hair done. So do as I say, don't as I do. So you can't do media, without your hair looking good, okay? So I was saying that the media tip is coming inspired from a hair did. Yes, hair did, honey. Media tip is coming from a consult I had this week with a young man who is a motivational speaker and, desires to inspire and encourage, and he wanted, to expand his brand. And we all know that that space is really saturated. And so the thing that I teach my Mavericks all the time and my clients and my students is that I don't really care how you get your foot in the door. An example I always give is the fact that when I started booking myself on stations across the country, I booked myself using reality TV coach, because what I do sometimes is I coach people on how to create and sell their reality show, and I coach them on how to actually, and for those of you who are tapping in, I'm just warning you, I'm in the middle of getting my hair did. But I coach them on increasing their odds of landing on a reality show. And so that's an easy segment to book pretty much, because everybody, regardless of whether you like reality TV, regardless of how you feel about it, yeah, honey, I'm getting divified. Regardless of how you feel about it, it is a hot topic, and, reality shows are coming out every day. So I know that in most markets, they would love to have someone like me be, an expert and give them a good segment. So now what happens though is, because I now have standing invitations with every single radio station and TV station I've been on, when I came out with my third book, The Six-Figure Battered Wife, which was more about my domestic violence journey, I was able to double back to those stations and get myself booked, because I already had a rapport with them simply because I got my foot in the door. I went through the back door. Hence why the scope is called Go Through the Back Door. Now, when I was talking to this young man, I was feeling out what else does he do in his world, and turns out he actually makes perfume. He has a perfume line. That's something hot and sexy right there. And so what I told him was, let's actually talk about how to get your foot in the door with that aspect. And so I gave him some ideas of how to start looking at it differently, of how he can actually teach people about fragrances. Okay, she said I got to take my glasses off now because she over here. I don't think I introduced you, Neva, on the second round. That's my girl, Neva. Oh, she said, she don't want to be introduced. Sorry. But that's my girl, Neva. I'll give you just a slide of her smile. She's been my hairstylist for going on 18 years now. So what was I saying? What was I saying, Neva?
About the guy in the perfume.
Oh, okay. So that's when, get your foot in the door to establish the relationship. She's doing work, huh? You better own your business, Neva. That's what they saying. And so you want to definitely go in the door. Thank you guys for inviting your followers. I really genuinely appreciate that y'all are willing to subject some other people to some TJ shenanigans. But for the most part, I want you to just really take away from this scope the fact that get your foot in the door, establish the relationships, nurture those relationships, knock it out the park when you actually do your segment, so that when you want to go in the door another way and really want to focus on the things that you are passionate about, and when the time comes, when the opportunity presents itself, get paid with TJ shenanigans. When the opportunity, who is that? Michael Muse now. Is that how, did I say it right, Michael Muse now? Did I say it right? That you can get yourself in your foot in the door with your expertise. And thank you. Okay, good. Get your foot in the door with your expertise, but then actually double back and actually pitch your passion. Pitch your passion. There's something to that. Pitch your passion. I should write that down. Neva said, but you know, hashtag pitch your passion. Somebody write that down for me so I don't forget it. But at the same time, you know, when you're thinking about what else that you do in the world, thank you, hashtag pitch your passion. What else do you do in the world in the expertise lane that you're good at? Another example is one of my current Mavericks. When she came to me, her name is Kenya Kelly. And when she came to me, she has this major national natural, what am I trying to say? Natural hair show. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what am I trying to say? Natural hair show. And at the end of the day, it's not a generalized segment. So she's only going to be, yep, she's a new Maverick. Is your hairstylist in LA? Yep, she right here. Wait, where we at?
Windsor Hills.
We're in Windsor Hills. That's where we at. And there's what's that joke about is behind the preposition, because I'm all like, where it at? But Kenya came it to me because that's what she wanted to do, media for that. And so that's timely, that's specific, that's only at a certain amount of time. I wanted to really see, is that near Baldwin Hills?
Yes.
Yes, Coletta. Hey, Coletta. And so, she hurt me now, y'all. Okay, so what I started exploring when I actually dug deep into Kenya's one of her gifts is that she's a connector. She knows how to network. And that's a skill. So many people are intimidated by networking opportunities. And so I told her, well, why don't we look at positioning you as the connector or the networking expert? We're going to come up with something sexier, but that's where she can actually teach people. She can do a segment on that. So, 4 things that you need to do at your next networking event or something like that. But that's how she can enter the door in certain markets. It's not for every market. Like, I don't think that's something for the LA market. We're a little too, we're the number 2 market, or New York. If they want something a little more savvy, she is twisting that hair, honey. I'm listening, but I'm also caught up in her work. But yeah, Neva started my locks. And she sometimes act like, she mad at me because she'll start pulling and tugging. And I have to remember, who ticked you off today? She just says, it's just business. But at the end of the day, look at your expertise. Look at what you're capable of, how you can actually solve a problem for the viewers. And that may get you in the door quicker than what is your, gosh, my forehead look big as I'm doing it this way. Woo! I've always had a big forehead, so I digress. But look at how other ways you can get your foot in the door to get the practice, to get the exposure, and to start developing the relationship. That is your tip for today. Somebody said, can she come to San Diego? Oh, so it is my Larry's mom who I was just texting. Hi, Larry's mom. I was literally just texting with him.
For the right price.
So Neva said, yeah, she'll come to San Diego for the right price. So that's it for today. Let's tap it out. Guys, listen, have a wonderful weekend. If Easter is if it's what you celebrate, have a magnificent time thinking about the glory and the awesomeness of what Christ did for us. Have a wonderful time with your families. Be safe. I just missed something, though. I missed something there. So whoever just posted something, will you repost it? Because I missed it. In the meantime, we're going to tap it out. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, don't forget, starting on Monday. Thank you. Oh, that's Andrea. You here? Okay. I'm going to call you. Okay, Tawana. On Monday, we're going to move these scopes. I'm glad you got a takeaway. Nikki! That's another one of my other Mavericks. Hi, that's Nikki Strong. U2 restroom kit. Don't forget, starting on Monday, we're going to be at 6:30 as opposed to 2:30. 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Where was I? 6, 5, 4. By the time y'all see me again, I'm going to be looking cute. 2, 1. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye, guys. Love you guys so much. Bye. Now it won't let me let y'all go.